What is the benchmark? 3.4 DPMO. When that will happen? When your sigma levels are 6 sigma. What do we call it sigma level? The center of the process is at a distance of 6 sigma from the customer specified limit. That is what we call it 6 sigma. At that moment, the defects will be limited to 3.4 DPMO. 6 sigma is a methodology. It gives you a problem solving methodology called DMAIC. Define, measure, analyze, improve, control. When Motorola introduced it, it contained only 4 phases: measure, analyze, improve, control. But later what happened? When General Electric adopted 6 sigma, they converted the 4-phase methodology into 5-phase methodology. D was added in front of MAC. And so MAC has become DMAC. Because defining the problem is more important before measuring, right? So define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So it gives a methodology called DMAC, using which you can solve problems in your existing products. Suppose if you are a design engineer or you are into product development, then 6 sigma gives another methodology called DMADV. Define, measure, analyze, design, and validate. So that is for product development. And using DMADV approach, if you develop a new product, the approach is called design for 6 sigma. So whether it is a new product development or facelifting your existing product, 6 sigma gives a methodology. And 6 sigma is a way of management. Everybody who wanted to work in 6 sigma project. Any questions? Everybody who is working on 6 sigma project need to be trained. Why? Because it has a specific methodology: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So what is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control? He should be taught. And what are the steps in define? What are the tools and techniques needs to be used? He has to be properly trained, right? A formal training has to be given to people so that they can work on the methodology developed by Bill Smith and Michael Harry. And moreover, the methodology involves statistics. So some basics about statistics, statistical tools and technique should also be taught so that they can make meaningful decisions when they are on a project mode. When you are actually solving a problem, you are dealing with the numbers. What is these numbers are telling? We need to be data driven, but at the same time, we should not be directed in a wrong direction by a data. Sometimes data can give a false alarm. Why data gives a false alarm? Because it is corrected, it is measured wrongly. Somebody can measure the data wrongly. That's called a measurement error. Sometimes data can give a false alarm because it is collected from an irrelevant source. This is called sampling error. How can you rule out the measurement error? How can you rule out the sampling error? You must learn certain tools and techniques. Thereby, your data will speak the reality, right? So training people on 6 sigma body of knowledge makes them very, very effective. Effective people will make your organization effective, isn't it? So 6 sigma is not just set of tools, not just a problem solving approach. It is a way of managing your people also. Companies who understand the importance of 6 sigma, they see to that everybody is trained in the company. Not only production, not only assembly, marketing, administration, HR, everybody can benefit out of the 6 sigma tools and techniques and the methodology. So 6 sigma is basically a philosophy. What is it saying? It is saying that solve the problem at the root. It is saying that you need data to understand any problem, right? And what cannot be measured cannot be improved, right? So these are philosophies you can apply everywhere. So 6 sigma is a metric, is a methodology, is a way of management, and it is very much applicable across all domains. So if you really wanted to solve problems at the root level, definitely you can adopt the 6 sigma methodology. But when you want to be successful in fixing the problems at the root level, you must